Oh, shoot.
Say I am the best. I am the best. Say I am the best. I am the best. I act like 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 the best. I follow directions. I follow directions. I use self-control. I use self-control. I use self-control. I use self-control. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah. If you feel good, clap your hands. Yeah. If you feel good, clap your hands, yeah. Yeah. Say I treat people nice. I treat people nice. I treat people nice. I treat people nice. Say I love myself. I love myself. Say I love myself. I love myself. Say I am so kind. I am so kind. Say I am so kind. I am so kind. I listen to my teacher. Listen to my teacher. My teacher loves me. My teacher loves me. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah. If you feel good, clap your hands. Yeah. If you feel good, clap your hands, yeah. Yeah. Say I am amazing. I am amazing. I always do my best. I always do my best. I follow expectations. My teacher loves me. My teacher loves me. Say I am the best. I am the best. I act like the best. I act like the best. Say I do my best. I do my best. I see the best. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah. If you feel good, clap your hands. Yeah. If you feel good, clap your hands, yeah. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How y'all doing out there? These are how y'all doing. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Great African American Read In. My name is Gloria Ann Kitchen. I am here I'll let them introduce themselves on tonight instead of me introducing them. But go ahead.
Yes, happy Friday. I am Kyrie Denby. I'm here and I'm ready for this book.
All right.
All right, hey everybody! Happy Friday! Hey y'all!
I love your glasses.
Thank you, girl. Amazon from the Amazons.
Yeah.
You said brother Amazon.
Yes, from the Amazon. $10. $10.
Well, they look real good. Okay, you
Thank
are giving us all. Listen, you are giving us all the
you.
African vibes on tonight. Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Give it to us.
Yes. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Girl, why Mr. Gimme don't put on this screen? Go ahead. Let's
Yes,
go.
I put this little stage. I'm on this front stage.
And Mr. Dibby has our book, as you can tell. He has already positioned himself as such.
Yes, we were waiting for author Daryl Harvey, but he's been detained. I don't know what's going on. We'll find out. Hopefully he'll show up. If not, we always have a ram in the bush. I have a friend named Tanya Burnett who wrote this book for pre-K, early childhood. It's teaching them the letters. Do you really want to read a book? That's the question. And so I'm just going to go through it real quick while we wait on Daryl Harvey. This book is dedicated to Kirsten, Brianna, Tornado Jr., and Zion. That's her babies, her grandbabies. Reading is fun for you and me. First, you must start with your ABCs. And I know Jocelyn know that, honey. When you teaching them little ones, that's the first thing you got to start with before you do that reading. Reading makes words and comes to life. Letters make sounds and sounds make words. And let's everybody say, apple. And so it just go through the letters. Ball. Let's go through some more letters. Uh-oh, did I miss one? I did. Hold on, child. Car. Reading is fun for you and me, but first, let's learn our ABC. Can you hear the sound the letters make? And we were talking about phonics the other day, and that's really a big building block for reading. Dog. Miss Tanya, I love Miss Tanya. She loves teaching the babies. Egg. Foot. Go. Hug. Those are the sounds our babies need. See how much fun reading can be when you know your ABCs? Reading is fun time. Reading at bedtime. Reading at school time. Reading at any time, but first you must learn your ABCs. Igloo. We're going through the ABCs. Jack-o'-lantern. Kite. Love. Mom. Nose. Over or over. Pot. Do you really want to read a book? That's the question. Queen. Run. Seal. Table. Umbrella. Valentine. Reading is for any time to help grow our minds. Window. X-ray. Yarn. And the last one. Zebra. Do you really want to read a book? The end. All right. I love that. Miss Tanya is a very good friend of mine. And everybody, if you have little ones, if you in the early child care, you should think about getting this book. Help them start learning those letters and sounds early. Thank you. Y'all can unmute.
That was cute. I like that.
Yes, that
I
was a
like
very
that.
good book. Yes, I love that. I love that. I definitely want to get that for mine because we doing, we have to do letter sounds.
Oh
Because
yeah,
because they going into pre-K. I mean, yeah, to kindergarten, so they got to be up on the phonics. So any kind of uh a resource like that is very helpful.
yeah.
Did she have it on Kindle?
Um, I'm not sure. I can
Okay.
go look and see. But I know
Okay.
I was gonna send you this copy anyway because I
Okay.
wanted you to have it.
Oh,
Because I
thank
know you need
you.
it the most. You use it with the children you teach. By the time I
Yeah.
get them, they done already learned most of them already learned the lesson.
Right.
But
Right.
when you
Right.
have them, I know you can. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
check and see if it's on. It might be on the Kindle. I can't remember. But
Okay.
either way, I'm gonna send you a copy of this book
Okay. Okay.
because I
Thank
know
you.
you can use it, and you can then,
Hmm.
if parents ask about it, you can just tell them, go on and get
Yes.
Miss Tanya Burnett book.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I will. I definitely will. Because they can have it at the house too.
Right. Because you
And the
got to,
activities
like,
there.
learning letters is something you have to do over and
You
over and
do.
over again. And
You
that's what I
do.
tell my kids about practicing the piano or practicing anything. You can't just do it one time and
Hmm.
expect to be good at it. It's something you have to do over and over again. And with
Yeah.
these younger parents, they don't realize that you gotta sometimes make your kids do stuff until it becomes a habit for them.
Right. That's
So
so
you
true.
got to make them read over and
Hmm.
over again.
Hmm.
Then it'll become a habit. Then you won't even have to say anything to them.
Right. That's right. That's
Mm.
right. Especially with phonics. And then when you get into school, they don't teach some counties don't even teach phonics. They have to get in the preschool level, because they really don't
Yeah,
teach like that anymore.
yeah.
They even,
They teach the sight words and stuff.
right, they have the sight words. And then some daycares are even falling away from even having the ABCs posted in their classroom because they don't want to teach the kids ABCs in order because when you read, you don't see them in order. So they even taken down the imagery of ABCs in some
Wow,
classrooms. Yeah.
that
Oh,
don't
yeah.
make sense to me.
It doesn't to me either. But yep. Yep. I
Just
know
like when they took
specifically.
spelling out of the classroom, that
Mhm.
blew my mind. Like,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
Yep.
so. But anyway,
Mm-mm.
thank y'all for listening to Miss Tanya's book. I know she will be happy. I'll send her this Facebook so that she will know we read her book. She asked us a few last year and we didn't get a chance to do it. But this time we did. So she'll be so excited to hear her book on Facebook Live.
Oh,
Oh.
thank
What we can do is
you.
also purchase some of her books and send it to the school that we're going to be sending it to for this year as
Yeah,
well. That's nice. That's
yeah.
nice.
They are on Amazon. Now, I don't know if she has a Kindle version, but I know they're on Amazon and you can order it on Amazon.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All
Sounds good
right.
to me. Well, Mrs. Denby, thank you very much for stepping in. As always, always ready for the call. Do you stay ready? So when you don't have to get ready. Child, please. Well, I think everybody, no, but for the most part, well, I'm just excited that we all were here, that we all was able to get on here tonight and just have this quick, quick read, but also a good read, quick and good read. So, is
Mhm.
anything else that's coming up? What's going on with Denby's Playful Parables?
Don't try to put me on the spot.
I am, and if I am, let me start acting like, well, if I am.
Actually, Denby's Playful Parables is I'm one of our authors that we're having this month, be Julia Royston. I had her to publish the next Lori Biscuit book, rather, so that because it's a chapter book and it's too big for me to try to chunk and pay attention. So I pushed it off to Miss Royston, and she is in the process of publishing it. And I'm sure whenever she comes on, she'll let us know when it'll be coming to fruition. But the next Lori Biscuit book is Lori Saves Grand Staffville. And this is her as a teenager. This is not the adult Lori Biscuit that you see in the other children's book. This is how it started. So this is her starting off as a teenager. So that's what's coming next for Denby's Playful Parables.
Okay.
Jocelyn, what about Lemieux de Soir?
Oh my God. Well, tonight we are having a small panel, and it's Black and Brown Voices in Education. And so it's an open invite. I email people, and if you want to come on and join and voice your experience, you definitely come on. But we have guest panelists on tonight. We have Kimberly Brown, or Nanny Kimberly. She'll be a guest panelist. Miss Cynthia Miles, she'll be a guest panelist as well, an early childhood provider. She has a project in which she ensures that classrooms are eco-friendly and non-toxic. So I love that approach. And also we'll have our very own from Atlanta, in Atlanta, the prison doctor. And he is a powerful Black icon in Atlanta who's doing phenomenal things for the Black youth in Atlanta, trying to keep them, safe, trying to keep them out of prison. He went to prison himself when he was 19, and he stayed in prison half of his life. So he is giving back by helping other youth not to go and detour that way. So we'll be hearing those voices. So it's going to be a very, very phenomenal night. And the framework of what we're going to be talking about is really the experience of Black leaders, Black educators. And we're also going to be talking about cultural relativism, just piggybacking on my training with Why Does She Wear a Hijab? Why is her hair so kinky? And talking a few things about the theory of cultural relativism and social identity.
That is a good listen. That you talking about the training that you and Stephanie do?
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
What time is it? What time is it, John?
It's at 7:30, and you can go to Kappa Learning Group's page, and also it'll be shared on my personal page, Jocelyn Dion Jones. So it'll be shared on both pages. And Learning Through Playdate page.
Okay. I'm excited about that. I'm going to join in.
7:30. Come on in and voice y'all experiences, and definitely we need to hear the Black male experience. So if you're a Black male, Kyra, come on. Anybody else who's out there listening, and you got the email, please come on, and we need to hear y'all voices. So very much so. Mm-hmm.
You know what, you are doing some really great work, and one of the things that I definitely want to bring in one of my professional endeavors that I do, I definitely want to bring that training over there. I know it's a hot training. I've already talked about it. I said, listen, it had me in my feelings too. But it's an awakening, it's an awareness that people need to. Sometimes people don't want to admit, but it's an awareness that needs to come about. So and I think that you all package it in such a finite way to where it's you both are experts in your field, you are educators, and you're poised and you're polished. So it's not like you just saying, hey y'all, you know what I'm saying? No, you're coming in there no, this The statistics state
Mhm. Your
trends,
peers said,
right?
okay, so don't come at me any kind of way, cause y'all peers said it.
Right. The
Y'all people.
analytics. Okay, when we look at the analytics of the
Hmm.
and we look at this and we observe this demographic, so that's the stuff that is really like wow. So that is an amazing, that's amazing training. It's a hot one, but
Thank you.
it's a good one. So you
Thank
all are
you.
doing some great work. I love that training. I love
Thank you.
I love that training with the crazy people now. Okay,
Oh
RA.
God, I'm talking about I'm telling you, I had just that was Stephanie's first time training with me with that, and we came. It was a let me tell y'all, they were calling us racist and everything. So
But
she
that
came
wasn't the
in on the
case.
heat, but we had to, we had to give it to them. We had to tell them like it was, so they can open their eyes to what's really going on. If you in these classrooms and you don't like your black and brown children, you teaching them and interacting with them every day, what are you bringing to the table? What are you doing to their social emotional? So a lot of them, they didn't, who it was, they wasn't feeling it. They wasn't feeling it, but they'll be all right.
Yeah.
They'll be all right. That's what we come to do. We come to bring the heat, and it's not no heat, just the,
It's not.
it's
It's.
a breakup. It's a breakup that mess.
But you know what? But it's active. It's activation on awareness. That's what
Hmm.
it really
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is. But
Hmm.
it's a hot one. Because even when I talked about it, I said, "Listen, people gonna be in their feelings. I'm just gonna let you know, just like that." But
Yeah.
you guys do an amazing job at that.
Thank
So I
you.
commend you, and I commend you. And y'all
Thank
probably
you.
need to write a book on that.
Yeah, we was thinking about tag teaming and doing that,
Yeah.
and doing some workbooks on it because uh it's been trending 6 years, so I'm I'm about to I'm about to hang it up a little bit and just have it there for resources for teachers and stuff like that. But my next training is going to be transgenerational trauma and the importance of play. So that's going to be a real good one. And we're going to talk about the historical connotations of how learning through play help black children to overcome their situations in traumatic, situations like slavery, um, and how the importance of play helped them to overcome those traumatic, situations, and then up until today. So that's gonna be pretty good.
Mm. But do you know what?
Yeah,
I'm over here
y'all
needing
getting
to.
y'all getting too heavy for this. Y'all getting too heavy right now. We need to go back to
Just like
remember.
we was getting too heavy.
Do you
I'm not
really?
gonna
Do
make me
you
start. He
really
about to
want
make me
to read a
start. He
book?
about to get me started. He about to get me started because I almost forgot I was on Children Island with
You
Mother
sure
Louise.
did.
I
You
almost
sure
went
did.
there.
Let's turn it on back around.
La la
We
la la
still on
la.
live. We still on
Right.
live, and I thank
La,
you
I
because we
almost
going
forgot. I
where
said, now
where the
wait a
books
minute.
reside. Let's come on and bless them. Do you really
Wait.
want to read a book on your Burnett?
Well, I'm gonna say what I wanted to say. We gonna talk about do you really want to read a book? Yes, ma'am. We have that. We got Miss Tanya. We have her. But I wanted to mention this. How do you feel about because there is a big trend. It's trending heavily everywhere. Diversity and inclusion.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
And so I wanted to know, as listen, from K through 5 and early childhood education, preschool education.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts about that? See, now we back on subject, Mr. Didn't we think we back on subject, but we can be a little bit. Now, when he go off task, it's okay. As soon as I say something,
It is not. Girl, stop now. Don't be fighting on this live now. We not finna, we not finna fight on live. I will log off.
That is hilarious.
You won't log off. You won't. Oh Lord, I think Stephanie on here. Hey Stephanie, how you doing? And
Hey,
everybody,
Steph.
I think she on here. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
We
No,
would
but
just have
it's
to.
go
You
ahead.
should join the conversation with Jocelyn tonight. That's what she's
Okay.
talking about on the Revue
Mhm.
de Soir.
She
But
she
Children's Island, we talking about these wonderful books. The learning is a breathe.
You see, the John Lee be trying to make me go there, and I
Ah!
will, and I won't.
Their
We could stay on these
learning
books, but
is a what?
my learning is a breeze. Like I say, when he go off task, now yeah, okay, that's okay. Listen. I'm gonna
Lord.
obey. I'm gonna obey. All right. Well, this is Children's Island. We greatly appreciate you. You know, I'm gonna let him have it. Everything on this show. Well, anyway, you guys, you know how we really have a good time talking and chatting and things of that nature. But back to focus, Mr. Denby. Thank you very much for presenting Mrs. Oh Lord,
Tanya
Miss
Burnett.
Tanya.
Tanya. This is Tanya book. Do you really want to read a book? And I think it's very phenomenal. It has the phonics, it has the ABCs. It's just bringing us back to the root of it all. So thank you
Mhm.
very much for standing in place for tonight's author, and we greatly appreciate you as always.
Oh, Mr. Darrell.
Oh, is he on?
Yes, he's on now.
Oh, well, we could just start another conversation. Oh,
A charge to
see, I told you, I was just filling up time and space until Mr. Darrow got here. Praise him. Hallelujah. How you doing, Dr. Harvey, Mr. Harvey?
Uh-oh, we lost him.
Uh-oh, we done lost him. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Okay, we waiting on it. So, Mr. DMB, talk about how was your African American History Month coming along for you as a music educator?
Oh, it's coming along real good. The children being singing songs about Martin Luther King and learning how to play all of our little old time hymns and stuff. I've been teaching them how to play the piano, child. They over there banging out them chords. Mhm. It's going good. And we had a snow day today, so I ain't have to go to school. That's even better.
I know that's real.
Hello, how are you doing, Arthur Darrell? How are you?
I'm great. Please excuse my technical difficulties earlier. Very nice to be among you guys. How are you?
Pretty
Hi.
good. How are you?
I'm okay, just trying to keep warm over here in Chicago.
Oh, yes. Y'all got a lot of snow?
Yesterday we got about 10, 11 inches.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it kind of slowed things up.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're trying to make it on through here. But you know, Chicago, it is Chicago, and we are accustomed to cold. And you know, every February, that first week we get that one big storm, and the rest is pretty simple, pretty easy.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just getting to the point where I'm not all that crazy about shoveling it.
I know that's
Right.
real. I can
Me
imagine.
neither.
Good Lord.
That's why I try to stay in the house until it melts.
So if I can be nosy and ask who I'm online with and what you guys write.
Okay. I am Kyrie Denby, and I write children's books called Denby's Playful Parables, like Simon the Self-Controlled Seal, Taylor the Truth-Telling Tiger, things like that. And most of my books teach a lesson in social emotional learning.
Oh, cool.
And I'm a teacher. I'm a music teacher as well.
Where you from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, Gloria.
Anybody else?
Gloria Jocelyn.
Okay. I'm Jocelyn Jones. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not an author per se, but I'm an early childhood professional. So I've been in early childhood for about 26 years. So I just give my expertise and enjoy giving and listening to the book read. So that's why I'm here. Just give my expertise.
Yeah. And good afternoon. My name is Gloria Ann Kitchen, often known by Gloria. And so I am the creator of Children's Island, where learning is a breeze. And so we have two books that we've created, which is My Grandma Loves Me. I want to say My Grandma Don't Play By Me, but My Grandma Loves Me. Oh, yeah, three. My Grandma Loves Me. My Mommy is an Angel. And then also My Little Affirmation. So My Little Affirmations just has gotten published a couple of weeks ago. And so I am a college administrator.
Very cool. Wow. Well, my name is Daryl Harvey, and I am a 7-time children's author. I have a series I call the Sunflower Series, which is for ages, say 3 to 10, and they are mostly social emotional learning lessons. My books cover self-esteem, anti-bullying. I also introduce themes of integrity and accountability. So that's kind of what my books look like. And I am the director, founder of the Black Child Book Fair. And that is a traveling book fair with all African American authors. And we travel across the country trying to promote Black literacy.
Oh yeah, I noticed Julia Royston is a part of that.
Oh yeah, she's been to many of my events.
Yeah.
Great to have her with me, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. She's a good friend of mine. And she's publishing my next book for me.
Cool. Well, you might want to join the tour because we're supposed to be coming to Louisville in May.
Well, we can surely talk about it. But Mr. Darrell, we're going to turn the floor over to you to read whichever book you choose to read. If you want to, or if you want to just have a conversation, we can do that too.
I mean, I don't mind reading.
I saw some of those books. I'm really excited about them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I'm going to read actually the first book that first children's book anyway that I wrote. I actually started my writing career with poetry, but I started writing books for children because I work in social services, and I was mentoring a young man. He's only a very small kid, only like 6 years old, but everybody in his life was of the female persuasion. He lived in a single parent home with his mom and sister. He went to school. His teacher was a lady. He had a babysitter who was also a lady. So he had no male influence in his life. And so I spent a little over a year with this young man. And as our time was coming to an end, I wanted to give him something to remember me by. And so I wrote this book, age appropriate for 6-year-olds, so first graders, and this is called I Can Do Anything. I Can Do Anything is a rhyming story that's a self-esteem builder for young children that are just starting to read. So, I can do anything. My name is Stevie, and I can do anything. I can stand up tall, I can bounce a ball. I can do anything. I can run quick, I can do a flip. I can do anything. I can wash my face and tie my shoes. And when the bell rings, I go to school. In my classroom, we learn and sing. My teacher says we are all smart and we can do anything. I know my colors, red, yellow, and blue. There's nothing I can't do. I know my numbers. I can count too. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was easy. I know more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Being smart feels great. I can make shapes into what I want them to be. I see triangles when I look at Christmas trees. I see squares when I look at windows and picture frames, and circles when I look at tires, donuts, and rings. When I use my head, I can do anything. After school, I play with my friends and pretend to be a king. We all ride horses and save the world. I can do anything. At night, mommy and daddy tuck me in my bed to dream. I close my eyes and know I can do anything. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I hope that you enjoyed it.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Appreciate
Love
it.
books like that. Affirmation books.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. And it's actually very funny. I've written 6 more books in the series, but this is the one. This is the bestseller.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like a lot, that's boys. And I was telling another author the other day, she wrote a book about rhyming boys. What was it, Jocelyn? It was for boys, and it had a boy character. And I was saying a lot don't have boy characters, and so we need a lot more of those. What
is it Jonathan Rhymes?
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find it. Where can we find your books? Do you have a website, or do we go to just Amazon?
No, sir. I have a website. It is harveywritersgroup.com. And there's a tab that says books. And under that tab, you will see you go down on that tab and you will see the Sunflower series for children and also my books of poetry.
Okay.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed the book. I love the illustrations. I love that that it also has a range of age groups. I could definitely use it for my virtual preschool, and also social emotional learning at this point in time, especially during the pandemic, is essential to really focus on in the classroom to create that uh, focal point and that framework in your classroom. So that is really important. And also, since it's Black History, we definitely have to pay homage to the godfather of social emotional learning, which is Dr. James Comer. And a lot of people don't know that a Black man came up with the concept of holistic learning. He started about 40, 50 years ago in New Haven, Connecticut. And he created a 20-year study on social emotional learning in elementary schools in New Haven, Connecticut. So we definitely have to pay homage to Dr. Comer for allowing us to understand how to teach a child holistically. So that book is definitely uh, geared towards social emotional learning and in that aspect towards Black boys, especially.
Well, thank you very much. And actually, I guess I got another one if you want. There's currently 7 books in my series, so I could read another book if you like.
Go ahead.
It's up to you. The floor is yours.
Okay.
We just want to spotlight this is our way of spotlighting Black authors. And so
Thank you. Well,
you want to read them all.
Well, this one is also a little rhyming story that I came up with. I wrote 2 books on anti-bullying, and this is my more recent one, and it's called We Don't Have to Fight. So again, highlighting Black boys on the cover, but throughout the book, there's actually just about everybody's in the book. Blacks, whites, everything, Hispanic, Asians, everybody's in the book. Okay. So this is We Don't Have to Fight. It's a very short book. The sky is yellow and the sun is white. This is one character speaking to another. And the next character says, I don't think that's quite right. What I say goes. I'm the boss, right? No, we can think differently. We don't have to fight. You're dumb, and your mom turns into a wolf at night. Your jokes don't bother me. I'm going to ignore you. We don't have to fight. I'm bigger than you. See, you're not my height. You're smaller, so do what I say, or I may hit you. I just might. No, I'm going to play somewhere else. We don't have to fight. I'm responsible for what I do, not for what you might. I have other ways to deal with my anger. We don't have to fight. When I get mad, I take a deep breath and count to 10. I don't do things out of spite. Then I feel better and I know we don't have to fight. I'm going to take your toys and throw them out of sight. I'll tell an adult and stop your bad behavior. We don't have to fight. Sometimes we don't get along and people may do things we dislike. We can talk through our problems and try to work it out. It's okay. We don't have to fight. So the book has scenarios between different children, and the bullied child has a response to the bully. And it just lets the bully know, hey, I don't have to fight you. We don't have to do any of that. And also in this book, at the end of it, there's a discussion page. And on the discussion page, you have questions for your child or the child that's reading it. The first question is, sometimes people are mean. Who controls your actions? The next question is it okay to disagree with your friend's opinion? What are some ways to control your anger? What's the best way to address a disagreement? So it allows kids to have a discussion about bullying, but also seeking different ways to deal with it, to stop something from escalating, de-escalating. And that's We Don't Have to Fight.
Thank you for sharing that one. I'm gonna go. Have to go to Harvey Wright. Is it Harvey Wright's group?
Harvey Writers.
Writers group. Okay.
All one word. HarveyWritersGroup.com.
.com. And I'm gonna order that one. I like it. Because we need a lot of that is going on in the schools now, where children, they have to show their dominance. So that's a good one to read.
Yeah, I work as a counselor for middle school boys. And it is amazing that they must respond to every little ding, every little insult. It's almost like they haven't learned that if you ignore something, it goes away. They have to respond. And I'm like, you kids are going to be in a world of trouble when you get to the real world.
Yeah. But I think it's the social media. They get so used to being on social media and responding and, going back and forth with people. And it's okay to do it there. So then when they get in person, they think, oh, but then they don't realize it's going to turn into a fight or something like that.
Yeah, I think unsupervised social media is the absolute worst thing for our kids.
Yeah.
Because so many fights have been started because of small insults that they've, escalated into what to them is the most important thing in the world, and it's really not.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that's what people say, you can say what you want to say online and you don't realize it's going to get you messed up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So that was We Don't Have to Fight. And I saw Gloria laughing. I don't know if she just didn't like the book or she just thought it was cute.
I like the book. I think that we need more books like that, that we don't, because I know that in elementary school we had a bully, and so how do you face that? Can you really not fight? So just giving an alternative to say that we can make a compromise and we can get along at best, that we don't have to fight, is a really good thing. So a lot of kids are facing a lot of different things. So for the most part, I think that we need to cultivate more relationship books that will say that we can agree to disagree and we still can be friends. I mean, it's a good thing for adults too, because we're going to deal with people for the rest of our life. That's the thing. And even in, group projects, oftentimes they want us to work in groups, and we work in groups all the time. But how many of us have worked in groups and people don't do nothing? So it's like that can start a fight. So just being able to coexist with people with different mindsets, different thought processes, different how they manage and do things is a really good thing. So I really enjoy your book. I think your book is amazing. As previous to the first one, I really, really liked, really, really loved, but I love this one too. But I really, really love that first book. But your work is amazing. So that's needless to say.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes. Well, we want to say thank you very much, Arthur Darrell, for coming to join us on tonight. We know this won't be the last time that we will hear from you and or see from you as well. So we can go ahead and collect, if you don't mind, just when we get off of here live, would you, in the email that we have together on Facebook, would you place your information of where we can go ahead and purchase your book so that I can copy and paste it when I do the book review? So when I do the book review, that'll be listed for you as well.
Absolutely, no problem. And I hope you guys keep track of the Black Child Book Fair. You guys, being authors and also fans of Black children's books, we're coming across the country, and you are welcome to join us.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you for that invitation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, everyone, all hearts and mind clear. Well, thank you, everyone who have joined us on tonight. We had Do You Really Want to Read a Book by Miss Tanya Burnett. And then we also had Arthur Darrell to come and grace us with his 2 books as well. So we will be here for the next several days for February. We thank you all for joining us. We are Children Island, where learning is a breeze. So we will see y'all on tomorrow night. See you all on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Justin's like, doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, y'all, before we go into this African chant,
Come on. Look,
What?
cut it out.
Right?